Hello everyone and welcome to the high-octane world of Formula One. This channel is the place to be for those who crave speed, excitement and drama. And there's no shortage of controversy and speculation swirling around the reigning world champion, Lewis Hamilton. Did he cheat during the Australian Grand Prix? The accusations from his rival, Max Verstappen, have set the racing world on fire. From heated debates to claims of rule breaking, the F1 community is buzzing with excitement. So, fasten your seatbelts and prepare for a wild ride as we explore the truth behind this gripping saga in today's video. So, guys, last Sunday's Australian Grand Prix had fans on the edge of their seats as Dutch driver Max Verstappen made history with his first ever Grand Prix win in Melbourne. But that's not all. Verstappen, who races for Red Bull, caused a stir when he accused Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton of breaking the rules during their first lap battle. Despite the collision, Verstappen emerged victorious, claiming his second win of the year by beating Hamilton to the finish line. However, the Dutch driver was less than thrilled with the steward's decision not to penalise Hamilton, and his objections overshadowed his historic win. But that didn't stop Verstappen from proving himself to be a fierce competitor, and fans can't wait to see what he has in store for future races. So hold on tight and keep watching as we bring you more heart-stopping moments from the world of F1. Get ready to discover all the drama and excitement of this unforgettable race. So get ready for the inside scoop on the nail-biting race with everyone on the edge of their seats and the fiery feud between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton that left tongues wagging. Verstappen, the daring driver from the Netherlands, raced to his first ever Grand Prix victory in Australia last Saturday, but his triumph was marred by accusations that Hamilton had broken racing rules during their intense battle on the first lap. Verstappen, who started the race in pole position, was swiftly overtaken by both George Russell and Hamilton. But Verstappen was not one to back down, and he claimed that Hamilton had unfairly pushed him wide in a manner similar to their past clashes. Despite Hamilton's denial, Verstappen was adamant that rule clarifications were necessary. In the end, Verstappen emerged victorious, crossing the line ahead of Hamilton to claim his second win of the year. However, his satisfaction was marred by his disappointment that the stewards did not penalise Hamilton for their on-track collision. It's quite clear on the rules what is allowed to do now on the outside, but clearly it's not followed, Verstappen remarked when questioned about his opinion during the race. The controversy surrounding the incident overshadowed Verstappen's historic win and showcased his fierce competitiveness and strong character. Hamilton's return to the podium was a welcome relief for Mercedes, but the team is pushing to improve after being overtaken by Ferrari and Red Bull in the title race. Despite Mercedes' struggles, they are still a force to be reckoned with, and the rivalry between Verstappen and Hamilton is sure to continue to keep F1 fans on the edge of their seats. All in all, the Australian Grand Prix provided plenty of thrills and spills, and Verstappen's victory will undoubtedly go down in history. This video is not over yet. Keep watching to find out about the response of Lewis Hamilton. So, Hamilton shrugged off the allegations, claiming it was simply a case of fierce competition between the top two drivers. "I thought it was a fair and square battle," he stated. "He hit the brakes early and I went for it. We were side by side and we both gave each other enough room to maneuver. He didn't force me off track and I didn't cut him off. We didn't even make contact, and that's just the nature of racing," Hamilton concluded. That was about Lewis Hamilton, but what about other notable figures in the racing world? Well, after the controversial incident at the Australian Grand Prix, both Mercedes and Red Bull team principals weighed in on the matter. Toto Wolff, defending his driver Hamilton, argued that the overtake was fair game, stating, "We have had lots of discussions in the past about racing rules. I don't think that was a bad one." Meanwhile, Christian Horner, head of the Red Bull team, believed that Verstappen was able to regain his position later in the race due to a mistake made by Hamilton. "First of all, I think Lewis made a mistake on that lap," he explained. "Moreover, we had completely set up the car for the race. Maybe Hamilton heated up his tyres a little bit too aggressively, so he suffered a bit more in the race." With both team principals backing their drivers, the debate over the legality of Hamilton's move continued to stir up discussions in the racing world. Are you curious to know what the stewards had to say about the controversial accusation against Lewis Hamilton? Keep watching, because the verdict may surprise you. As it turns out, the stewards deemed Hamilton's driving perfectly legal. The Mercedes driver was trying to warm up his tyres before the race resumed from a standing start, and no foul play was involved. Meanwhile, as Verstappen was busy racing his concerns, a near miss occurred behind them as several cars had to brake suddenly to avoid a collision. Despite Verstappen's objections, the stewards ultimately ruled in Hamilton's favour. They found no fault with his driving and stated that the near miss was actually caused by George Russell's late getaway from the pits. With the stewards' decision, the racing world could finally put this controversy to rest and focus on the thrilling competition ahead. So, fans, some of you might be wondering if that is the first time they have clashed or if they are habitual. Don't worry, we have got you covered here as well. Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton are two of the most talented drivers in Formula 1, and their rivalry is one of the most exciting storylines in the sport. The two have had several high-profile clashes on the track, including collisions at the Bahrain Grand Prix in 2018 and the British Grand Prix in 2019, leading to heated exchanges between the drivers and their respective teams. Their rivalry intensified in 2021 as they battled for the championship throughout the season. They had several incidents on track, including a collision at the British Grand Prix that sent Verstappen crashing into a barrier at high speed. Off the track, Verstappen and Hamilton have also had a few verbal spats, with both drivers not shying away from expressing their opinions about each other. Verstappen accused Hamilton of being overly aggressive and not giving him enough space, while Hamilton accused Verstappen of being too reckless and causing dangerous incidents. Despite the heated exchanges, both drivers have shown respect for each other's talents and acknowledged that their rivalry has helped push them to become better drivers. If you're a fan of high-octane racing, you won't want to miss the current competition status between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton this season. The latest race at the Australian Grand Prix 2023 saw Verstappen once again claim victory and secure 25 more points for his overall score, propelling him to the top of the Formula 1 leaderboard with a total of 69 points. Meanwhile, his teammate, Sergio Perez, took 5th but snagged an additional point for the fastest lap, bringing his total to 54 points. Despite Perez's best efforts, he still trails Verstappen by a significant margin of 15 points. As for Hamilton, the 7-time world champion is currently struggling in 4th place with a mere 38 points. With a 31-point gap between him and Verstappen, Hamilton will need to work hard if he hopes to catch up to the reigning champion. Keep your eyes peeled for the next race to see if Hamilton can close the gap and give Verstappen a run for his money. Hold on to your hats, F1 fans, because the latest feud between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton has set the racing world ablaze. The war of words between the two drivers has sparked a fiery debate among fans and experts, with Verstappen accusing Hamilton of breaking the rules during the Australian Grand Prix. But who will come out on top in this intense rivalry? As the season heats up, fans are eagerly anticipating the next showdown between Verstappen and Hamilton on the racetrack. Will Verstappen's accusations hold any weight, or will Hamilton once again prove he's the king of the track? The tension between these two fierce competitors is palpable, and fans can't wait to see how it all plays out. But the Verstappen-Hamilton feud is just one of the many reasons why this F1 season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memories. Fans are in for a wild ride with the championship battle in full swing, and while we'll have to wait a grueling 4 weeks until the next race at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, it's clear that the anticipation is only going to continue to build. So buckle up and get ready for what promises to be an electrifying season of F1 racing. And remember to hit the like and subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest news and analysis. Until then, take care and bye-bye.